Only 500 meters, 400 meters to get to the rest point. Come on, please. Please. Keep going, please. Over there, over there. Oh my, so right now it's 10 something. Please don't. Oh my God. No. Hi people, welcome back. My name is Jan. I share content about NIO electric vehicle user experience and travel. Today's video is going to be my second range test of the NIO 150 kilowatt battery, the semi-solid state battery. I actually did a range test last year of this battery and I got a result of 890 kilometers out of this battery. So if you want to know about the details of that trip, or if you want to know about the very fundamentals of this battery, you want to know about the history, the making of the battery, or if you want to know about, as a consumer, as a customer, how to reserve, how to swap, how to return the battery, you may click on the video that I did previously. Just for your information, as a newcomer here, that NIO electric vehicle has this unique technology, unique feature, which is the battery swapping, meaning that the battery inside of the vehicle is swappable or removable. And that being said, that I can swap the battery, the method of power supplying, other than just charging. And I can swap to upgrade or downgrade the battery for different sizes and different volumes. For instance, the current ET5 that I'm using has a standard pack battery of 75 kilowatt hour, but I can swap to upgrade the battery size from 75 to 150 kilowatt hour for a longer trip if needed. If you're interested in this kind of concept of battery swapping, or if you wanted to know how this will function from the very perspective of an actual user like me, you may refer to the videos that I made via the channel. One of the crucial reasons that I wasn't able to make it 1,000 kilometers mileage out of that fully charged battery, my last trip, as I summarized, was the altitude elevation. That was cruising through the very southwestern part of China, that the terrain was really mountainous. It was not flat at all, with the elevation change of over 1,500 meters. So that might be the most important reason that I couldn't make it to 1,000 kilometers. So this time, I wanted to try somewhere flat. And this time, I'm going to conduct a range test in the very southeastern part of China. Our technically speaking, is going to be the coastline of the southeast. And we're going to start from the Shenzhen city, passing through several cities along the coast, and get to the final destination, the Longgang city of Zhejiang province, with a total mileage of over 1,000 kilometers. Or technically speaking, it's going to be something like 1,050 kilometers. If we check on the geographical map, we can find out the very southeastern part of China is really mountainous as well. But the coastlines are very flat, especially those infrastructure like the highways were built alongside the cities of the coast are very flat. All of the cities will be having an altitude elevation of all below 100 meters. So this region and also the highways crossing through the cities are really flat. And this will be my intention to eliminate the effect of altitude. I'm going to do a round trip, one way and a return. The one way will be for the efficiency test, and the return will be for the stress test. The goal of the efficiency test is to get the maximum mileage out of that fully charged battery. So I'm going to maintain the speed of average something like 75 to 80 kph, which is reasonable and mediocre. And I'm not going to use the AC. I'm not going to use the NOP+, which is the assistant driving. The return trip will be different. The return trip is for the stress test. I'm going to speed up. I'm going to try my best to drive as fast as I can, probably surpass the speed limit a little bit, and trying to maintain the average speed of 110 kph, something that will represent certain people's driving style. And let's see how does it go. In between the trips, I'm going to do a charging performance for this 150 kilowatt battery as well. Overall speaking, that this battery is really unique. It is still the largest volume battery in the consuming market to date. So a lot of people are being very curious about how does it perform in terms of charging. I myself, I'm very curious as well. So I'm going to do a charging performance test. I'm going to demonstrate you the whole curves of charging, and so that we can have an intuitive idea of how does it perform. Okay, enough of the talks. I'll just demonstrate you the whole timeline of the trip, and I hope you enjoy. Right now I'm at this parking lot, and we have a NIO power station over there. So I'm going to swap the battery for my vehicle from the standard 75 kilowatt hour to 150 kilowatt hour to prepare for the trip. Yeah, let's do it.
请不要操作车门和方向盘，注意观察四周，可以踩刹车控制车速。
Now the battery is withdrawing the previous battery. And this is going to be another one going underneath. It will be the new one going underneath to the 150 kilowatt battery, newer one. For those who are new here, I just want to let you know that each time you swap the battery out of the power station, you can only get about 92% of the total power. That's for the health concern, for the health management of all the batteries stored and managed inside of the power station. So what I got right now is 92%, and the claimed range is 980 kilometers. And I'm going to charge it to full. I'm going to charge it to 100% tonight, so that I can have a fully charged battery for tomorrow's trip. I'm trying to carry as light as possible, so I got 2 luggage with me. And this one is for the camera gears, and that one is for some of the essentials for the trip, like clothes or the hygienic stuff. I'm planning to for about 5 days for the trip. And yeah, those 2 luggage together with me, I would say still below something like 100 kilo. So the initial power we have right now, it's something like 1,050 kilometers claimed range, something like that. It's 99% instead of 100%, because last night I charged it to 100% and I drove it back, so there was some power consumed. But anyway, that's barely nothing. I just noticed that I've been using this car for entirely 2 years now, and I haven't really peeled this off, the screen protector. So I'm gonna do it right now, and I want you to be my witness. Consider it as a fresh start, for the new year, for the new trip. Let's do it. Whoa. And given that it's winter now, so I got a new hat for Nomi. Hi Nomi.
Hey.
你喜欢你的新帽子吗？
当然喜欢啦，戴上新帽子，感觉焕然一新，就像是给我换了套新衣裳，让我更加活力四射。
Hi Nomi。
在呢。
导航去龙岗市。
有这些目的地。
第一个。
我们去哪个呢？好的。
The set our final destination for the day will be over 1,000 kilometers and nearly 11 hours to travel. Stop navigation. And just system want me to swap the battery during the trip, but no. So we're gonna find our final destination will be Longgang City. And the estimated range will be over 1,000 kilometers, 1,043 kilometers on the highways. The reason I choose this one is simply because, first of all, Longgang City is a sub-city of Wenzhou City in the southern part of Zhejiang province. It's actually near the border between Zhejiang and Fujian province. So over here is Fujian, over there is Zhejiang. And this is a general big one, this is Wenzhou City. One of the reasons is because we can find out that there's so many power stations at this region, so I believe that's safe. But anyway, if we cannot make it to this city, to the final destination for the day, we're gonna stop by maybe right here. This is one of the other cities. It's called Ningde City, and it's actually the mother city of the big battery maker CATL. So what we're going to do is the efficiency test for the day. So I'm not going to use the AC, which I don't need it either. So the AC is turned off. And I'm going to use the eco mode only. And I'm not going to use the NOP Plus, which is the assistant driving, so that it will be more power preserved only for the range. The sun is up now, so it's even that the outside temperature is 16 degrees Celsius, but still inside it's pretty warm, very comfortable. Right now I've been driving continuously for 2 hours and with a total mileage of 120 kilometers, and that will make the average speed around 60 kph, which is fine. A part of the reason was because when I started the vehicle, I stayed in the car to do some videos for the openings. So that time is counted as the whole journey, part of the whole journey, and that will drag down the average speed. Anyway, I was trying to make the average speed of the whole trip up to 75 to 80 kph, which sounds more reasonable. And we have 88% left of the whole battery with a total claimed range of 929. So plus the driven mileage, we definitely can surpass 1,000 kilometers today. Probably going to be more. Hi, Nomi.
在的，
打个灯笼给我看一下。
圆圆的灯笼高高挂，祝你红红火火，阖家团圆。
Now I've been driving continuously for 3 hours, and I'm gonna find a place. I'm gonna take a leak at this rest point. This restaurant is at the west of Jieyang city. So Jieyang is a Hakka city. So they do have some specialties, some special food of the Hakka style in the markets. We have a charger station over here too. Some people have been charging the vehicle, some Teslas and Audi. (5:16 p.m. and we have a little bit traffic ahead. So we have spent 55% of the total battery for the day, and we have 45% left with a claimed range of 481 kilometers. Still, so I'm pretty confident that we can surpass 1,000 kilometers target today. And the sun is going down, so right now it's only 12 degrees Celsius outside. I can feel that it's a bit cold. I'm probably gonna get some clothes on in the next rest point. See that? NIO life, outdoor. It's cold. This rest point is huge. It's just one part of it. It looks like a shopping mall. Even got a Starbucks. Supermarket. I do believe this is the pagoda. This one. Yeah, this is the pagoda from the Kaiyuan temple. I've been there before. I know this one. There were two twins pagoda from the kWh temple in Quanzhou City. I've been there before. I don't know if you guys been noticed about the recent video game called Black Myth Wukong. So in the first chapter, the final boss, when you're fighting the final boss in the first chapter, which is the black bear, so there was a pagoda behind that black bear on fire, and that's this one. That's the same pagoda, this one. It's from the kWh temple in Quanzhou City, not really far away from here. This is really beautiful made. Wow. I even want to sit down. I even want to sit down and have a decent meal. Wow, that fish is looking very good. This is what I got for the dinner. This one is 咸干饭. I don't know how to say it in English. It's a Fujian local specialty of making the rice. This one cost me 15. And this one is the soup of ribs and corns. And this one cost me 20. So altogether 35 yuan, which is a bit pricey, but given that it's on highway, I'm going to sit down and enjoy my dinner. Beautiful. That's my car over there. It's getting dark and cold, so now it's 6 p.m. And to get to the final destination of the day, we still need to drive 458 kilometers to complete a total range of 1,043 kilometers, as I remember this morning. So what we have left is 44% of the battery with a claimed range of 469. So if we keep the pace as we drive all the day, it will be fine. We can complete the journey and we can surpass 1,000 kilometers range. It's just that we have to drive another 5 hours and 30 minutes a night for the rest of the journey. Yeah. So let's go then. Right now it's 9:54 p.m. and I have 10% left out of the battery with a claimed range of 111 kilometers. I do feel like the driving during nighttime, the power consumption is slightly higher than what we have during daytime. I believe the main reason might be the temperature. As what we have right now is 6 degrees, but I see something like 3 degrees Celsius outside in comparison with the daytime 17, 16, 18 degrees is a huge difference. So the power consumption is definitely higher. I have switched the final destination to a power station on highway near Longgang City. And if we can reach that power station, we can have a total mileage of 1,015 kilometers. But the thing is, what we have right now is 9% of the battery with a claimed range of 104 kilometers. But the real distance to that final destination that I've just said is 144. It's unlikely that for us to reach that point, even to reach 1,000 kilometers. But I've been checking on the social media quite often that I saw some of the new users, they've been posting something like how long you can move forward when you get to 0%. And some of them saying that it can still going forward for about 10 to 15 kilometers until there's going to be a yellow turtle mark on the cluster, indicating that your vehicle is being pushed to the extreme. So right beside, on the left side of the cluster, meaning that the vehicle encourages you to get your battery swapped or get your vehicle charged. I wanted to make it to 1,000, so I want to have a try. I decided to keep going when we hit the 0%. And I do not know what's really going on, but I'm very curious about what's going to be happen. And I will share my experience, my feedback with you, and wish me all the luck. a pretty serious accident. We have about 7 cars. Shit. 7 crashed. Whoa. Another one? Wow. Another 2 over here. Look at this. You see this little yellow snow mark right beside the temperature, and that's the indication for coldness. Okay, as you can see, right now I have nothing left in my battery based on the data on the cluster. 0%, 0 kilometers left. But I'm still going. A part of the reason was because I don't have any other options. The next available charger I can find is still 30 kilometers away. And I've just checked my cell phone, the application, and up till now I have finished 955 kilometers. So I still need 45 to complete 1,000. Anyway, I'll just keep going. I do not have any other options. And I don't feel that the acceleration pedal it's restricted. The acceleration is still okay. Okay, the turtle coming out. See that? That's the yellow turtle. Over here, in this part. I'll just reduce my speed. I'm a bit worried and also a bit exciting. I have been driving 15 kilometers after 0. And now I am going towards the next rest point, which is about 4.4 kilometers. You know, it's really strange that at the cluster, the speed maintains around 72, right? And I do step on my pedal, the acceleration pedal, but when I push it hard, it's not working. It just keeps at this. It's not really functioning, the step pedal, acceleration pedal. How bizarre. But I hope that I can make it to the rest point. Right now it's a 3.8 over here. 3.6 kilometers to arrive to the rest point. How strange, you see that? Okay, it's going bad. It's going really bad. I don't think I can make it. Shit. The step pedal not working, and speed is going down, and I still need another 3 kilometers to get to the rest point. Only 3 kilometers. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Come on. Please. See this? 2.8. I do believe that after 0%, I have still kept going for about something like 18 kilometers. Okay, right now it's just moving very slow, and the step pedal is not working at all. It's not working at all. It's disabled. So I can only just wait. Oh my god. Okay, so it dragged down the speed from 70 something right to right now 40 something, right? The step pedal is not working, so the vehicle itself maintained 40 something, but it keep moving. I hope I can make it. But it's so strange, but it feels very strange. Oh my, look at this. 2 kilometers precisely get to the next rest point. And they have chargers over there. 1.9. Still 40, still 40. Please don't decrease, please. So the steering wheel is working fine, but it's just that the step pedal is not working at all. Only 400 meters to get to the rest point. Come on, please. Please. Keep going, please. Keep going. Keep going, please. Oh, we have arrived. We have arrived to the rest point. We have arrived. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me find the charger. Okay, let me find the charger. That's the gas station. No charger. Over there. Oh my, so right now it's 10 something. Please don't. Oh my God. No. Just a little bit further. Yes, I believe I can make it. Yes. Okay. Yes, we made it. Yes. Just turn around. Okay, get to the nice position. Okay. Can I reverse? I still can reverse. It's just that it's very, very slow. Let me get to the good position. Woof. Park. Oh my. And this guy just having a problem. He just asked me how to open the charging port. Well, he found out this is a new car. He just got this Tesla, I believe it's Model Y. He just got this Model Y, and the problem is he cannot open the charging port. So he's a bit worried right now. He's calling someone. He asked me how to open it. I do believe that this kind of charging port it's supported not by the big battery underneath. It's by the smaller battery that in charge of the electronics inside of the vehicle. So the infotainment screen cannot be enlightened. The charging port cannot be opened. That traces back the same reason that the smaller battery inside is not really working. Yeah, he's calling someone. How do you call this smaller battery that supports electronics in English? Okay, so the vehicle has been plugged in with the charger. It's been charging right now, and we are secured. Very well, perfect. And we have a charging output of 72 kilowatt. This charger, I believe the maximum would be 120 kilowatt. And I just checked the current can support up to 240 amp. I do not know why we cannot get the maximum output. We are the only one using the chargers right now. You know, we're supposed to be enjoying the maximum output. I do not know the reason. Maybe because we have just drained everything out of this battery, so it needs time to recover. Yeah, you can see that it's getting to be 73 right now. I do believe the initial would be 19, then 69, then 70, and right now it's 73. So it's increasing. it's getting better. Now we have 7%. Yeah, 220 amp. The maximum is 240 amp. Anyway, I'm not going to charge it to full. Obviously not. I'm going to charge it to enough amount so that I can get myself into a hotel nearby. And I'm going to do a charging performance tomorrow. I'm trying to charge the battery from a relatively lower SOC to a higher proportion. Let's do the data review. Journey. Okay, over here, 10th of January, 975.6 kilometers, 13 hours and 33 minutes driving. Yeah, we have several. I'm not going to include this one. This is one that I was staying in a car doing some openings, doing some videos and preparations. This one either, because I was at the rest point trying to get my clothes on. Yeah, okay, so combine this. Okay, so I cannot remove it. Fine. Not this one. Yeah. This is the final. And combine. So, the final result. 975 kilometers. 13 hours and 40 minutes driving. Total power consumption, 137.8 kWh, which is identical to the last one that I did. I remember that clearly. It was 137 kWh consumed as well in the whole trip. 64.1 kilo carbon reduction. This is the destination. Average speed 73.7 kph. Not what I expected. The thing is, the last part of the trip, it was anyway. So top speed 106 and average consumption 14.1 kWh per 100 kilometers. We all have to bear in mind that after the cluster demonstrated that there's 0% left of the battery, I kept moving. I kept driving for another 20 kilometers till I arrived at this rest point and get my vehicle charged right now. So technically speaking, it is only 955 kilometers mileage. The extra 20 kilometers are the ones that I pushed the vehicle to the limit. It was really risky. I did it, and you saw it. But anyway, let's just call it a day. And I'm going to book a hotel and rest, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So the front left tire, it's pressure low 2.2 bar, which is normal. But the alert, it just keep coming. And the recommended pressure for the tire is 2.6 bar, which I don't have it now. So I'm thinking about pumping it up by myself right now. Now we're going to do a charging performance test for the 150 kilowatt battery. And what I got left is 1% of the battery, meaning that the SOC is lower enough. And I actually stopped by this parking lot where there's a fourth generation power swap station of NIO. And the reason why I choose this spot is because always there were chargers accompanied with the fourth generation power swap station, and the chargers can support up to 640 kilowatt output. And this is still the best in industry. So we're going to use the best chargers for NIO, and we're going to use the 150 battery we're going to charge the 150 battery from NIO. So the best to the best. And let's begin. Hi Nomi.
我在。
打开充电口。
好的，正在打开。
NIO map. Scan. Start. Now we have the curves. So this one is the voltage, the current. This is the output current and requested current, and this one is the charging output. SOC 1%, charging time, and kilowatt hour charged. And this one is supposed to be a curve, but we have to wait for a few minutes. So from 0% to 100% SOC. Oh, it's going up. 60 kilowatt and 200 current. It's just a bit cold outside, so just stay in the car and wait. So now the output has increased to 67 kilowatt and the current has surpassed 200. We are the only one using the chargers, and there's no one actually swapping the battery, and I'm the only one using the chargers of NIO, meaning that technically speaking I can get the maximum output of charging out of the system. But the charging output we can get right now is 72 kilowatt at an AOSOC of 6%, and which is not impressed at all. But be aware that this car, the second generation of NIO electric vehicle NT 2.0, all of the vehicles are built on the 400 volt architecture. So if I'm using a 100 kilowatt battery, the theoretical charging output I can get is 240 kilowatt something. And if I'm using the standard 75 kilowatt hour battery, then I can get a maximum charging output of something like 150 kilowatt. But this one is a 150 kilowatt battery. So yeah, and let's just wait to see if there's any drastic increasement of the charging output. You know, overall speaking, right now the SOC is very, very low, and I can see the output is increasing slowly, but let's see if there's anything, that could impress us, or maybe not. I heard that this battery is built differently with a 100 kilowatt hour battery. So inside, and there might be something different. Overall speaking, the NIO users will not charge the vehicle that often. Most of the time, people would just, the NIO user would just swap the battery for the vehicles. I've been charging the battery for half an hour right now, and the best output I can get is still 80 kilowatt something, and now it gets down to 76 kilowatt. The current is okay, the current is 220 something, but the voltage is strange, it's not good enough. I do not understand why. And now the SOC is 33%. Let's just wait and see what happened. So now we have a complete diagram, complete curve demonstrating the performance, the charging performance for the past 1.5 hours. Well, it's not, I'm not going to judge, but this is just the actual fact. It really depends on how you think. I actually did talk with the NIO engineer that in charge of the charging performance and the chargers. And he told me that first of all, he told me that the charging features of the 150 battery is not disclosed yet. And he admitted that the performance of the charging of this 150 battery is slower than the 100 battery. That's a fact. And first of all, and then he told me that there's a so-called battery protection program when the SOC is under 50%, saying that there will be restrictions for the charging output. But when it gets over 50%, the charging capacity will remain normal. But it did not. As a matter of fact, we can see from the chart that it actually drops down to something like 50%, and now it's 42%. Oh, now it's 42 kilowatt. I'm not a technician, I'm just an electric vehicle user, so this is a real-time experience. Still, there's no one charging from the chargers. I am still the only one using the charger, and there's not much people swapping the battery either. So we're supposed to be getting the maximum out of this system, but the result is just too, I will put the word mediocre. It's not impressed at all. Anyway, I'm not going to continue the charging because it's almost 80%, and you understand that when the battery hits 80%, is going, the charging speed is going down drastically, and that's a common sense. So I'm not going to waste my time for that. Also, it's getting very dark right now. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the content. I hope you enjoy the information. Overall speaking, that this battery is not really designed for charging. Well, it's a battery coming out of the battery swap station, that's designed for swapping instead of charging. But I do understand that because this battery is so special, it's a 150 kilowatt battery. It's the biggest in the world, in the market right now. And I do understand many people are very curious. I myself, I was really curious as well. So I'm doing this record, only for the sake of curiosity, just like he did. And now we have the fact. It is a real fact in front of us. We have the curves of charging, and under, I would say, almost the perfect condition of charging. And now we have this result. I hope you enjoy the content. And yeah, I'm going to move on to my next stop, and I'll see you then. The next day, I went to visit a fantastic Asian architecture that preserved over 1,000 years. I took some photographs, enjoyed the view, but got my time wasted on the way back. The NIO service helped me to get my car back to the city so that I can get the tire changed and explore the city a little bit more. And afterwards, I finished the last part of the journey, which was the stress test for the 150 kilowatt battery. So, want to know what happened? Stay tuned for the next episode. That'll be the end of today's content, and I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.